Do I qualify for disability insurance benefits if I have peripheral neuropathy? Disability insurance companies don't always make it easy for policyholders who have peripheral neuropathy to get the disability benefits they deserve. An estimated 20 million Americans have some form of peripheral neuropathy. The peripheral nervous system transmits information between your brain and spinal cord and every other part of your body. It's like static on a telephone line that disrupts your ability to hear. Peripheral neuropathy will distort and interrupt the messages that are being sent over the telephone line. Each of the more than 100 types of neuropathies have its own symptoms and prognosis. Neuropathies will generally result from an underlying medical condition. Those conditions can include diabetes, trauma, nerve pressure, infections, autoimmune disease, tumors, Guillain-Barré syndrome, and exposure to poisons and toxins, including chemotherapy. Unfortunately, it can be hard to identify the cause of the neuropathy or even establish an objective basis for your complaints. This will play right into the hands of the disability insurance carrier, who's always looking for a reason to deny a disability claim. The symptoms and progression vary from person to person, which disability carriers often fail to consider. Physical activities can make these symptoms worse. Regardless of the cause or progression of the peripheral neuropathy, disability insurance companies are notorious for denying and terminating many claims. They'll say, coverage is excluded by the pre-existing condition clause of your disability policy. Benefits are limited under the subjective limitation clause. Numbness, tingling, muscle weakness, and a distorted sense of touch can be your most disabling symptoms, but these kinds of symptoms are routinely disputed by the disability carrier, including the impact of those symptoms. Or they may say, you've had peripheral neuropathy for many years and you haven't been disabled before now. You'll have to overcome the carrier's argument that you've been working with these problems for years and nothing has changed. It's crucial that your medical records develop the progression of your symptoms. Or the carrier will say, your symptoms are varied and intermittent. The disability insurance company may say that your complaints of motor nerve damage that cause weakness or sensory nerve damage that will cause a stocking glove sensation are just subjective in nature. They'll say there's no objective testing that supports those complaints. As a result, many disability claims for peripheral neuropathy are denied. The carrier will say, in addition, there's just no objective basis of the diagnosis, like an EMG or nerve conduction study test, particularly in the early stages of neuropathy. Or they may say, there's no objective basis for the restrictions and limitations that have been assigned by your physician. Or they may say, there's no causal relationship between the diagnosis and or your restrictions and limitations and your inability to do your own or any occupation. I've successfully represented many disability applicants who have peripheral neuropathy. I'll work closely with you and your physician to overcome the claims denial. If necessary, I'll even help arrange a functional capacity evaluation or a vocational evaluation to establish your functional limitations and how those limitations impact your ability to do your own or any occupation. Call me today at 727-894-3188. I've seen firsthand the devastating effects of peripheral neuropathy. I understand what it takes to get you the disability benefits you deserve. I offer a free initial consultation, and I welcome the opportunity to speak with you about your claim. Call today at 727-894-3188 to learn more about your rights to disability benefits as a result of peripheral neuropathy.